Shalom, shalom, shalom. First, I want to give our glory, honor, and holy praises to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shah. I want to give a shalom to all the brothers that's out there on the highways and byways that's laboring. Hope everyone had a good Sabbath. The Sabbath is now over at this point. Our praises. Hope everyone stayed in the spirit, but we still staying in the spirit. My praises to the Most High for allowing me to continue to be putting in his work and then laboring, doing these videos, and hopefully everyone is getting edified off of them. With the first precept, we go get right into it. I already had them up here for time's sake, but we go get right into it. And the name of this video is basically, look, you your brother's keeper. This is part two. This is kind of what I was going into last time about how you can't be hating on your brother, man. You can't be out the truth hating on your brother, and you can't be in, and you definitely can't be in the truth hating on your brother. Okay, if you in the truth hating on your brother, you gonna be put to death. And if you out the truth hating on your brother, you could be put to death. So, we have to treat, everyone like that's yourself, man. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Who your neighbors, your people of your own nation. So that's how you supposed to be carrying yourself in this thing. You don't want to be hating on a brother or sisters be hating on sisters, no matter what. This not just for the men, it's for the women too. You can't be a sister hating on your fellow sister because her hair longer than yours or whatever y'all be hating on each other for, man. That's off. All right, you can't be doing that. All right, so we go get right into it, man. This is Psalm 133, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. And that's what this is all about, man. That's why we've been on the bottom. That's one of the main reasons why we've been on the bottom for so long. Because of that's this one curse that's been kicking our people behinds for the longest, man. When you was in the truth, look, before you came into the truth, this curse was whipping our behinds, and even when you out the truth, it's still kicking our behinds. And everybody should already know where that scripture is, man. So your eye evil towards your own brother. You got people that's out. That seemed like a curse that many in Israel cannot shake, man. You in the truth, and you still have that evil eye towards your brother. Maybe because he got more followers than you, or maybe because he got more breakdowns, or whatever reason it is, man. You should never be having an evil eye towards your own brother or your sister, man, because she know how to make fringes and you don't. So you kind of hold a grudge against her, or that brother could kind of go a bit beard, and your beard, ain't connected. So you like, man, forget that brother right there, man. Like, man, look, that's off, man. You can't be doing that, man. You got to dwell together in unity. You can't be hating on each other for all these simple reasons that y'all should all be, hating on each other for, man. That's all. I'm gonna read that again. This is Psalms chapter 133. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. So, I mean, look, man, we got to be dwelling together in unity. Now, one thing about our people is we never stick together, man. Never. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else will kind of stick together. But if it's our people, if a whole bunch of Chinese men, hey, y'all might help the Chinese men get on our people. Some of these wicked Negroes, man. Like, you never look out for each other, man. No matter what. Everybody believe it. You won't, the man, a brother could be telling you something that could be straight up right. Could be the truth. But you won't hear it just because he said it. But as soon as a Chinese man or somebody from another nation say Then you like, oh yeah, I do see that. Well, brother, your brother just told you that. Why? Because your eye evil towards your brother, so you can't hear him. Even when he talking the truth, you can't hear him. We're gonna keep reading on. Verse 2. It is like the precious ointment upon the head. And y'all know how that ointment feel, man, when you getting ready. You putting that ointment on your head, man. That ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard. And Aaron had a mighty beard. That went down to the skirts of his garment, as the dew of Hermon, and as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion. For there the Lord commanded the blessing, even life forevermore. So look, y'all, we gotta stay dwelling together in unity, man. It's time. Look, if this was something you were struggling with, it's just that one person that's in Israel, no matter what, every time you're around them, you just get these. Look, man, you need to declare fast and pray to the Lord to get rid of them feelings from you, man. It don't matter what she or he did. It's not worth not getting the kingdom of heaven over. It's not that deep. It's not that serious, man. Nothing in this world or nothing somebody has done is worse than not getting the kingdom of heaven. It don't matter how trifling you look. It doesn't matter. You could have been 100% in the right, and they could have been 100% in the wrong. That does not give you an excuse to hate them. The Lord never said, if you was 100% in the right and they was 100% in the wrong, then you could hate your brother. That's not in there, man. Don't even start flipping because you're not gonna find that. That's not in there. There's never an excuse for you to start hating on your fellow Israelite, man. There's never an excuse. And you're not gonna find an excuse, man. You have to forgive them and move on. We're gonna keep going. And we're gonna go to the next book. And this is John chapter 17, verse 11. And now I am no more in the world, but these are in the world. And I come to thee, Holy Father. Keep through thine own name those whom thou hast given me, that they may be one as we are one. Now, and that's not talking about a Trinity. Okay? You got Christians, they might read that. See? No, that's not talking about that the Father and the Lord are literally the same person. It's just literally talking about how they so much on one accord. The Father is not gonna say one thing and then the Lord go and say the total opposite. Or the Father's not gonna tell you to do something and then the Lord will be like, nah, you don't have to do it. They always on one accord. Okay, it's kind of like some couples. You know, some couples be finishing each other's sentences. You know, they kind of, or you know, the man might come in from work, you know, and you know, he might, let's say he was in the mood for some lamb chops or something. He was just in the mood. He ain't really tell nobody, but he was kind of just in the mood. And then he happened to come home, and his wife up there cooking lamb chops, man. That's just like an example. Like they so much on one accord. Kind of like another thing. Is twins, man. You got these twins that's like, they pretty much do everything the same. They listen to the same music. You know what I'm saying? They kind of into the same hobbies. You know everything that one do, the other one might do. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same way between the Father and the Lord. They just perfect on it. You know what I'm saying? It like literally everything. They literally perfect. So it seems like they're the same, but they literally two different. You know, the Father is greater than the Son. That's throughout the scriptures. But on what you need to focus on is that, you know, we may be one as we are. Just like, you know, the Lord not secretly hating on the Father or plotting against the Father. And then the Father not secretly plotting against the Son, hating on him. Both of them love each other, man. That's how we should be. That's how every fellow Israelite should be with their fellow brother or sister, whether they in the truth or not in the truth. Now, it's understandable that you want to keep your distance from certain people just because, you know, that's understandable. but to hate them inside your heart, that's never a good excuse, man. I mean, nothing is a good excuse to hate anyone. Again, like I said, no matter what they did, you know what I'm saying, they're Israelite, then you just gotta let it go, man. Because it's like I said, it's not worth not missing the kingdom. Now, a lot of this just be tests, man. Just, you know, somebody might just literally do something, and they might be, like I said, 100% in the wrong, and you might be 100% in the right. Just to see as you go hate that person, though, or as you go kind of forgive them in your heart and keep it moving, man. Keep doing the will of the Lord. So that's how we gotta be in this thing, man. We're gonna move on. This is Acts chapter 4, verse 32. And the multitude of them that believed were of one heart and of one soul. So you gotta be of one heart and one soul in this, man. Everybody should kind of understand each other. Look, we are Israelites. Look, we are with off. That's why we're in this predicament, man. That's why we are in captivity. So you just got to understand, some brothers and sisters, look, man, you all should be on kind of on that same mind frame, man. And like I said, for brothers to be in the truth and to be having this hatred against other brothers and sisters, whether it's because they're not part of the same congregation or they don't study from the same elder that you study from, so you think you can hate them. Look, man, y'all gonna be destroyed in the land of your enemies if you don't repent. And that's straight up and down, man. It doesn't matter if you're part of a different group or not. We are Israelites. We all try to get the kingdom. So it doesn't matter, man. That's not like, I don't know what your elders is telling y'all, but y'all should, look, y'all grown women and men in there, man. So y'all should be able to know right from wrong, and then you should be able to read. There's never an excuse for you to hate on a brother or sister. Like you see, for instance, I'm pretty sure some brothers won't. A brother might really need. He might be out there with a flat tire, stranded. You see the brother, and you kind of going to help because you kind of see him through the window, and you're like, okay, you kind of going to help. Then as you kind of, you kind of getting your spare tire at your trunk, and y'all kind of just make a small talk, and you find out that he knows he's an Israelite, but he studied from a different congregation from you study. So you kind of just, let the spare tire kind of fall back in your trunk, and you kind of close the trunk and like, you study with who again? And then instead of helping the brother, you kind of take one of his other tires to make sure he in a worse predicament than before. Man, that's off, man. It doesn't matter, if you're under the same elders or not. Man, look, we all are Israelites, and we all are, have the one heart and one soul, man. I'm gonna read that again. This is Acts chapter 4, verse 32. And the multitude of them that believed were of one heart and of one soul. Neither said any of them that aught of the things which he possessed was his own, but they had all things common. So in this particular incident, they was giving things to the church. But, people are like, all that stuff right there, that's mine. You know what I'm saying? I gave all that right there. It was pretty much like none of it was theirs. It was all, for the betterment of everyone. That's how on fire these brothers and sisters was, man. They wasn't caring. And many of our people don't get that, man. They read this stuff, but it's kind of like, they don't lay the heart, man. Now, you got to really read this and understand that this is a multitude of people, man. You can't tell me all that. This is a multitude of brothers and sisters that's just on one accord like that, man. And that's how y'all got to be. We're going to move on. Romans chapter 12, and I'm going to start at verse 4. But as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office. It's different levels to this thing, man. Somebody might be a reader. Somebody might just be the guy that stands to the side. Somebody might be the speaker. Somebody might be the guy with all the deep prophecies. He could go into all the breakdowns. You know what I'm saying? So everybody not on the same level. Somebody might be a captain. You know what I'm saying? Or officer. You know what I'm saying? It's different ranks in this. Verse 5. So we, being many, are one body in a Mashiach, and every one members one of another. So we all the same, man. We all is to sit here and help the next brother, man. You know what I'm saying? If you see one brother, he kind of slacking with, so you kind of help and then and kind of be there for him, and then you turn his weakness into a strength. That's how it should be out here, man. If you the sister and you know how to make the best fringes, you know, let's say you know how to make the best fringes, man. You, instead of sitting here sharing that, you can, I ain't teaching nobody because you know, forget them, you know, because you want to always have that title of making it. You got certain brothers that won't even teach brothers certain things because they want to be the ones with all the knowledge and all the breakdowns. So they're kind of teaching some things, but they won't teach them everything. They leave some things hidden because, you know, they don't want them to know the breakdown so they could go do it as well. Man, look, that's wicked, man. And that's all. The Lord wasn't like that when he revealed that to you or whoever taught you. Everybody, if you in his truth, you know, you had to be taught. Everyone that's in this truth at this point, you was taught by somebody. So you know, you can't be holding out, you know, knowledge and understanding from brothers just because you want to be the only one that's able to teach people, man. That's off. And that's not loving your brother either. Because some of that knowledge and understanding that you hold into yourself might help save someone else's life. So look, you can't be doing that, man. Moving on. Romans chapter 12, verse 16. Be of the same mind, one towards another. Mind not high things, but concern to men of low estate. Be not wise in your own conceits. So look, just because a brother might be, you know, lower than you, man, doesn't make you better than him in any form or fashion, man. We all the same. You know, we all in this together. We all in here trying to get the kingdom. Okay, like we all in captivity. You know what I'm saying? All of us in captivity. You know, look, you got some Israelites that's already over there in Israel right now. They already moved over there. They still in captivity, man. Wherever these Edomites, these Moabites, and all these other nations are in power, man. Look, we in captivity, man. Y'all not ruling Israel over there. Y'all got to answer to the fake Jews. So we all still in captivity. So, you know, brothers gotta wake up, man. This is Romans chapter 14, verse 19. Let us therefore follow after the things which make for peace and things wherewith one may edify another. So look, man, you should be focusing on peace. So many brothers is quick to drop a video bashing another brother for something, man. Like literally, man. Right now, man, look, there's a brother disrespect the elders and everything, but over some money, man, over a little bit of money, and like that shouldn't be, you know, all it takes to get a brother or, you know, out of the spirit and start disrespecting the whole congregations and everything, man. That's not humble, man. That's not me. You know. Like, look, the paraphrasing the Lord said, if, you know, someone owe you money, you know, don't ask for it again. Not drop whole videos and and of course you got to act like you're doing it in righteousness, man. But any wise man can see through that, man. Any man of understanding. We're going to move on to Romans chapter 15. I'm going to start at verse 5. Now, the God of patience and consolation grant you to be like-minded one towards another, according to Mashiach Yahushua, that ye may be with one mind and one mouth. Glorify God, even the Father of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach. So we all got to be like-minded, man. We all got to be on one accord. A lot of brothers and sisters, I feel like, not understanding men out here. Again, if you was, you know, keep loving your neighbors as you love yourself, then a lot of these, you know, things in Israel wouldn't happen. I mean, it's one thing is happening in the world, but for you to be in the truth, and this is happening, you know what I'm saying? Look, something ain't right, man. And this is the milk, really. But brothers never really want to focus on the milk. They kind of, soon they get in this truth, they want to get all the deep breakdowns and all the meat, and they skip over stuff like this. And then that's why you got all these contentions and stuff, in Israel, between brothers and sisters that's supposed to be in the truth, because they skip over all this milk and go straight to the meat. And they need this milk, man. This milk is what's going to help you get out of here. Because it teach you how to be, how to be humble, man. A lot of brothers not humble in this thing, man. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1. I'm going to start at verse 10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment. And brothers not doing this right here, man. Brothers not. It's divisions all out in Israel, man. Over simple stuff, man. Like I said, simple stuff, man. Over $200, Over a brother might greet another brother before he greet you, so you kind of hate him now, because you feel like you should have been greeted first, or just because just over nothing, man. Y'all keep on, man. Guys, look, people falling out the truth left and right. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11. Finally, brethren, farewell, be perfect, be of good comfort, be of one mind, live in peace, and the God of love and peace shall be with you. It's keep saying that we gotta be on one mind, and that's how and that's how we should be out here, man. We should be on one mind of peace and love. But most of our people, they didn't, like the Lord said, verily, verily, I say unto you, a man cannot enter into the kingdom of heaven unless he be born again. A lot of people wasn't fully born again. They kind of mixing that old wine with the new wine. You mixing a lot of the ways from the word with this truth, man. And you see it. You can see it. Where we at? I'm gonna get some more. This is Ephesians chapter 4. I therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called, with all lowliness. And a lot of brothers not acting lowly. Every brother want to be the man. Everybody want to be the leader out here. And it shouldn't be like that, man. I don't know what scriptures y'all reading. The scriptures I'm reading, it's always saying, be low. You know what I'm saying? Kind of, it tell you don't be prideful and stuff. But you got everybody trying to be the guy, man. Everybody want to be King David. Everybody want to be Uriah. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, everybody can't be these brothers, man. I'm going to read that again. Verse 2. With all lowliness and meekness, with long suffering, forbearing one another in love, and devouring to keep the unity of the spirit in the bond of peace. There is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and one Father of all, who is above all and through all and you all. So look, man, you got to be humble in it. And 9 times out of 10, the brothers that's being low, the brothers that's being real meek, these gonna be the brothers that the Lord go on rise up in Israel, man. These brothers, just all you doing is seeking attention, man, seeking vainglory, seeking to be. You gotta be the guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, that ain't gonna profit you, man. What happened with Solomon? The Lord did, Solomon could have asked for anything, man. He could have asked for all the riches. He could have asked for his enemies, to be destroyed. He could have asked for anything. But Solomon chose the meek, the wise, the meek, and look, wisdom to judge this so great of a people, man. And then the Lord added to him everything else, man. That's how you got to be in this thing. But brother's not doing that. You kind of got to come in this truth and be like, Be meek, be humble, be lowly, and then the Lord will rise you up, man. That's what happened to King David. King David was, wasn't one of the king's son. King David was just a shepherd out there, man. And he won't even one of the mightiest out of his own brethren. You know what I'm saying? But he was the one that the Lord, because he was the meek and humble. He had the men after the Lord's own heart. And that's how you got to be in this, man. We going to move on. This is Philippians chapter 1, verse 27. Only let your conversation be as it becometh the gospel of a Mashiach, that whether I come and see you or else be absent, I may hear of your affairs, that ye stand fast in one spirit, with one mind striving together for the faith of the gospel. So look, man, we gotta keep on striving. Okay, now we seen Esau. Esau always been at each other's throats, but it seems like it's more apparent now than ever. They constantly at each other, man. So this is our time to really be unifying, not still, coming at each other over little, things or whatever, just because we're not part of the same camp, or just because you just want to hate your brother, man, be a nigga. That ain't right. Philippians chapter 2, verse 2. Fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. So we all got to be on one accord and on one mind, man. That's why you see some camps are able to congregate and come together, man. Them camps that can't act like they can't come together with nobody. Look, man, you got to watch those, man. I understand, you don't want to be, with people that you just straight up know, there's niggas. I understand that, because it might disrupt the world or something. But look, man, we all Israelites. We all in this truth. We all in captivity. We should be able to come together on some terms and be able to teach the word. I don't see why you can never come together and not teach the word with other brothers that also teach the word. It's kind of like I don't understand that, man. You should always be able to do that, man. Always. You go get this one. This is 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 8. Finally, be ye all of one mind, having compassion one of another. Love as brethren. Be pitiful. Be courteous. So look, man, a lot of our brothers and sisters don't have compassion for one another, man. They could really care less. You got some brothers out here. Look, you got that brother that's out here fasting, and for a brother that he stay in the truth. And then you got that brother that's probably fasting just as hard for somebody to fall out the truth, man. And that's sad, but you got things like that that's happening in Israel, man. Like the Lord said, don't rejoice when your enemy fall. And that's talking about your enemy of your people. So you got brothers and sisters, they might fall out this truth, and you kind of, about time, man. I was wondering when the Lord was going to take them out. Are you kind of rejoicing over that, man? That's never a good thing when, a brother or sister fall out this truth, man. That's sad, bro. And I don't see how you could be so prideful and even rejoice over that. Like you can't be next. Like any one of us could be next. I could be next. The people that watch this could be next. Any one of us could be the next ones falling out the truth, man. That's when you always want to stay humble, meek, and lowly in this thing. That's the only, not trying to be the man. I'm fine not being the man, yo. I'm really good. I'm just want to make it to the kingdom and pray the rest of the elect, make it to the kingdom. And Lord willing, I'm part of that number. But let the Lord's will be done at the end of the day. But, that's what I'm striving for, man. I don't have to be the man. That's what the Lord told us to study at it, man. That's what, that's what he said. That's what the Lord said, study at it. He said, go to the end. Let me get that real quick. This is it. I ain't mean to do that. This is Proverbs chapter 6. I'm gonna start at verse 6. Go to the end, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise. And then that's not just saying that because of an ant is just hyper energetic and the ant is always on the move. Okay, ants don't really go up against each other, man. Army ants in particular, if they of the same species, they work together. If two groups of army ants come together, they won't fight, but they'll unite and become like an even bigger, super colony and go attack any other ants. We won't do that, man. We always got to be fighting against each other. But ants will do that, man. You got whole ants that will make whole bridges out of ants. They will make whole, look this up. You got whole ants that will make whole bridges out of ants. You don't see the ants kind of sitting there like, well, I want to be the ones that's run up top. I ain't getting down there. No, they just willingly do it, man. They just look, next ant up. Who is up there? This is go. Doesn't matter. And whoever's the ones that's happening to run up top, they just run up top. But none of the ants up top, like, yeah, we walking over you. Y'all ain't nothing. It's all like on one accord. It's all for the better, having that light mind. So, it's more than when the Lord said, go to the ant, that sluggard. It's more than, you should bring up this precept more just to get on somebody for being slugger and lazy, man. Because ants are always on one accord. Ants are always have the same mind, man. You don't really see ants getting on each other, man. And I'm talking about the same ants. If it's red ants, look, they're gonna be getting at together. So like it. Red ants are gonna be working together. Black ants are gonna be working together. Now I understand ants fight against different types of ants, but that's just because there's other different type of ants. Just like we Israelites, we're gonna be, going up against all these other nations. Just like we prophesizing their downfall. That's all that is. But us being Israelites should be able to work together with other Israelites, especially being in the truth. Being born again. Being redeemed from your sins by the Lord. We should be able to come together to some understanding and not have hate for each other or be hating on people or plotting against each other, man. That's gonna get you destroyed in the land of your captivity. And hopefully brothers and sisters, see this video and repent, and with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Lord willing, everyone was edified. I don't know what that is. Hopefully everyone was edified through the Spirit, and hopefully, people take heed, man, and stop hating on a brother or sister, man. Just let it go, bro. And if you just like, look, you need to pray on that, man. Fast on it. Maybe get the fast with it, fast with you. Look, you gotta let go of that hatred in your heart. It's gonna get you destroyed. So with that, I want to give our glory, honor, and holy praises to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shah. Another shalom to again all the brothers that's out there laboring, putting in this truth. Any way you can, whether you're on the highways and byways, you the front soldiers, or you making videos, or even to the the brothers and sisters that have not yet woken up to this truth. They go wake up at the 11th hour, at that late hour, but they still part of this, the elect nevertheless, and I want to just say shalom. Hope everyone stay in the spirit and stay on fire and stay enduring it and stay low, man. Stay being meek, lowly. Look, like the Lord said, the meek gonna inherit the earth, man. And it's not these people that's trying to be something, man. That's trying to be the guy. I gotta be on top. Those ain't, look, it's the meek, man. You gotta stay humble in this thing, all right? Shalom.